Alright, that should be the go live button. Should be. Possibly. Potentially. I think that's going to be a good sound check. Let's listen back. Alright, that should be the go live button. Should be. Possibly. Potentially. Yeah, sounds fine. How is everybody? So, we have the AI Ally Tournament. It is beloved. It was missed. People have been raging for it, asking for it, screaming. Please, please give us the AI Ally Tournament back. Oh, we loved it so much. Oh, its viewership is so good. Oh, everything about it is great. Not really. It's fun. I enjoy it. Viewership's usually pretty bad, but okay. I don't care. Let's take you over to the bracket. Bracket. Should be a short, fun event today. Making sure you see the right thing. Yep, you do. Everything's best of one. You have pre-selected armies. For example, this is my army. And how the tournament works is I'm giving this army to my AI friend. So it's a 2v2, you and an AI. So the AI is going to be piloting this. There's a lot of Tomb Kings love on the channel. We don't always get a lot of Tomb Kings, so I thought I would play Tomb Kings, because no spoilers, but there is a lot of rats in today's tournament, so you didn't need any more Skaven representation. Thought I'd mix it up, a little bit of Tomb Kings. And to heal up Cetra, my good boy, my darling dearest, I will be playing the Vampire Counts for Invocation Heck. I thought about playing Vampire Coast, but Luther Harkon does not have access to magic, so that really limits my lord choices. So I'll go with Vampire Counts to support them. How that works is I pick Vampire Counts. Thomas Boy, do you build a whole army? No, because you're kind of functioning as the general for this AI army. So what you get is you get a lord and then 2 units. You can spend as much money on them as you want. This serves 2 purposes. One, it makes the general and his like guard more elite. That's kind of fun, but also we get to see some unique units we don't always see because cost is not an issue. You have an entire 2,400 gold to spend on 3 units. We get to see some elite stuff you don't normally get to see. Right. Everything's best of one. Maps are all set. Builds are mostly set. So we're hoping to cast most, if not all, these games today. But I told the players if they don't feel like waiting for the stream, if they have time constraints, if they have to go do something or something, they can play their game without me. That's fine. It's kind of a chill environment today. Starting off, I asked Raced and Pop Palpatine if I could spectate their game. We'll get that underway. Which I don't know where they are. There's Llama. Llama, what faction? So with the final build coming in. It's Beastmen, but what's he supporting it with? Because I know Swarv's build, and Swarv's his opponent, but just in the interest of fairness, I haven't posted what Swarv's build is yet before Llama submitted theirs. Because you can see on the bracket behind it, Swarv versus Llama. Just didn't want to give an unfair advantage. I'm waiting on Raced and Papa Palpatine to host a game. I don't see one yet. But I could be wrong. What faction is your lord and 2 units? Like, I'm Tomb King Army, VC, Lord, and 2 units. I believe it's Llama's first time doing this stuff. That's a DM. I should not have that on this screen then. You host then? Sure. I can host. Rat AI. Host a spectator. Oh, wait. No, I can't. I can't! Spectator can't make AI. Alright. Working on that. What's General talking about? General's been popping off today. Amenephis, Human Boy, Chase, and the Beast. All just talking about stuff. Skaven Slave. Okay, alright. So Beastmen with Skaven. That's unfortunate for Swarv, because I tried to avoid mirror matches, but it is. Swarve with rats helping rats. It's a Skaven mirror match. Though, Swarve might be fine, honestly, because he has the avalanche mortars, which will clear out a lot of those beastmen. Oh well, we tried to avoid the mirrors, we couldn't help it. Couldn't help it. We're back here. Raced has a game. Alright, we're going. We're going. I'm sorry for the slow start, everybody. We're doing our best. Spec slot. And how are you all? Are you going to host a spectator? Oh, Pop Palpatine, I missed this comment. No, the spectator in Warhammer 2 cannot create an AI slot, so I can't host. If I'm spectating. If I'm playing, I can host. I don't give a fuck. Am I the only one with... You're not the only one with Skaven friendos? No, there's 3 Skaven in the tournament. That's why I didn't pick Skaven, as there was no Tomb Kings. And I knew people would get mad at me if there was no Tomb Kings in the tournament today, so I was like, hey, let's go. So I have the blocker for Papa Palpatine's army and Raced's army. Because I don't... What you can change is, like, you have to declare, I'm going to be Warriors of Chaos supporting the set Beastmen army. But you don't have to set what you are as the Warriors of Chaos. So if, like, you know, you have... If your opponent's High Elves, for example, Papa Palpatine might want to take a bunch of Dragon Ogres to counter Chariots and Cav and large monsters. But if your opponent was... what has a bunch of infantry? Dwarves. Like, if Raced's main army was dwarves, you know you're going to get, like, Thoric Ironbrow and Felix and Gotrek, maybe, and you want a bunch of anti-infantry stuff. So you might take some Chosen, triple gold chevron them, and then, like, Sigbald. You know what I mean? So you have some flexibility in your main faction, but your AI faction's set, no matter what. You can't change it. We have the Beastmen and Chaos teaming up against High Elf. And who will win? The Ulthuan Purists? Or the combined forces of chaos? Oh god. Oh geez. I have a lot of messages to respond to. We'll do that later. Spying on Human Boys Discord server left. I forget, can you just AI versus AI matches? It'd be interesting to see people make lists and hope the AI can pilot them. See, that would be possible if you could host as a spectator and then create AI slots, but since you can't, you have to be in the game. No, that could be done by just taking Oxyotl, putting him in a corner with Unspottable on, and then turning Fire at Will off, and then you just spectate how the AI do. But the balance of power might get a little janky because you exist on the thing. Hammond! Hammond, you popped in briefly before, but it has been a while since we've seen you around, so welcome back. I have missed you. High Elf is a Chad move. It is a Chad move. The Ulthuan KKK. Dude, I'm reading the Gotrek and Felix fourth omnibus right now. I'm reading Elf Slayer. And no spoilers if you're going to read the Gotrek and Felix books. No spoilers. But I love... Okay, I will legitimately say, not knowing a lot of the lore, I gave Games Workshop a lot of crap about Elves. Because I give everybody crap about Elves. Elves are too good. Elves are too perfect. Elves are too fantastic. I kind of love how the Elves are portrayed in the Warhammer lore. From what I've read in Gotrek and Felix, now maybe other books jerk them off a little bit more. But Teclis was really well done in the third omnibus. I liked him. And then in this fourth omnibus, I'm reading Elf Slayer. And there are these elves that are just so obnoxious. And all the characters are like, God, fuck these elves. And then when they get into a fight, the elves are like really fast, really graceful, really smooth. And whenever there's lore knowledge, they know everything. But then, like, socially, they are just such dicks about it. And it's, like, perfect. Because I'm used to elven lore, like, in video games and Tolkien lore and, like, all those things. And more aficionados are going to disagree with me here, but the general gist is, like, elves are perfect, and their one downside is they don't reproduce quickly. That's it. But otherwise, they're graceful. They're above humans in every way. And, like, whenever humans have their petty squabbles, elves are just perfect and like, oh, can't you just agree for the greater of mankind? But in Games Workshop lore, it's like This elf gets on a ship and he's like, my room is dirty. I'm gonna cancel this whole trip. And one of his elven guards is like, sir, this trip is to save Ulthuan from sinking. Like, everyone you know will die if we don't get the ship going as fast as possible. But my bed's dirty! Alright, clean his fucking bed. Like, they're so shit. And I love it. Because they're, like, good at other things. That's the point, is that they're kind of believable. Is like, the old ones made them to be super perfect, but then, unfortunately, they had an arrogant streak in them. And that was, like, the whole thing. I never like, in any genre, when something is overpowered. Like, broad sense overpowered, right? Because the elves are overpowered in terms of fighting, but that's kind of the point. But they're just gigantic assholes. What do you think of the factions reveal thing? You hate that too? What do you mean? The unique factions, like Kolek gets his own faction, Volkmar gets his own faction? I think it's good. I think it's a good change. I don't like how Games Workshop is trickle-feeding out stuff to get hype built up for Immortal Empires, because it feels like they didn't learn anything from Warhammer 3's launch. But they're just, like, jerking themselves off again. But the information contained in it was really good. I liked a lot of the changes. I thought it was great. If you haven't read Gotrek and Felix, read the series. They're amazing books and just plain good fantasy in general. They are a manifest. I will say, I wasn't the biggest fan through Omnibus 1. Omnibus 1 kind of felt like an 8-year-old playing with action figures, where it was like, and then a dragon showed up, and then Gotrek swung his axe super hard, and he, like, smushed it, and he smushed the dragon. And then Gotrek was affected by magic, and he couldn't move, but at the last second, he flexed his biceps, and then he smashed the mage, and then he won, because Gotrek's a superhero. Like, I legitimately felt like Omnibus 1 was kind of about that. And then Omnibus 2 got a little bit better. And then 3 and 4 have really been smooth sailing. Like, they established that Gotrek is a god, and he's, like, doing incredible stuff. But then the story isn't about that anymore, which I really liked. Where the Omnibus, it was, like, can Gotrek defeat the dragon? You're like, he can, because otherwise the story ends. But then, like, the other series start to delve into things where it's like, yeah, Gotrek's gonna win the fight, but the fight isn't what the story's about. The story's about, like, you know, oh, Felix and Gotrek at the start of the story have, like, this fight, and they're trying to get over it socially, and you're, like, enjoying their aspect, and you learn more about Gotrek's backstory. Or there's one where he's with another dwarf, and the dwarf's from his past, so you're getting some peeks into who Gotrek used to be, and then his friend isn't quite who he remembered, so he has to really wrestle with that, and, like, that's good writing, because you know Gotrek's gonna beat the big bad, but that's not what's interesting about the story. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I wasn't loving it at first, but I stuck through it. For the Chaos Alliance, we have Papa Kolek Suneater, Mama Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, and the kids, the Summoners of Rage. Papa Palpatine told me to say that. That is not original content, though I wish it was. For his friends, he has Kazrak One-Eye, the Bloodbrute Behemoth. He has Centaurs, Gores, Ungors, some Bestigors. I must have called them Black Gores, because they have the same symbols as Black Orcs. And other than that, it's just a Beastman Rush build. For the High Elves and High Elves, we have Dragon Princes, Lothern Sea Guards, Sword Masters, and Vorlon Secret that are just standing in a giant fucking clump. They aren't moving at all. Like, one burning head would just annihilate that whole force. And then for the player-controlled parts, we have the Omen of Assyrian, a Star Dragon, and a Lariel the Radiant. Very nice. A Star Dragon with triple gold chevrons, mind you, so that bitch has 88 leadership. He ain't going nowhere. Big Star Dragon Breath Attack onto the Bestigors. Ooh, and the High Elf Prince, controlled by the AI, just dives down into Bestigors, and Papa Palpatine is going to pounce on him right away. Really punish his transgressions. Now, Kazrak is similarly inting, just chucking his life into the Swordmasters of Hoeth, but he's just doing fine. He's not taking any damage. Beastmen are off to an early lead. The High Elf AI Prince is really regretting his decisions, as the triple gold chevron Dragon Ogre Shaggoth is going to beat his ass to death with 112 leadership. Wow, I thought the Star Dragon was impressive. Meanwhile, the Beastman caster with perfect accuracy is getting a bunch of Pit of Shades onto clumped up AI units. And the Bloodbrute Behemoth is trying to duel the Star Dragon with a little bit of support from the Summoners of Rage and Kolek himself. But this is a pretty scary High Elf force. A lot of damage coming in on Star Dragon, but this is a Lariel we're talking about, so there is the Healing of Legend. that you are used to. Now, the Prince shattered, he didn't die, so that is actually a good thing for the AI High Elf army, though they are falling further and further behind as the Triple Swordmaster all get stuck fighting Ungor Spearman herds, and they're honestly not doing that well with Ungor Raiders shooting in from behind. Kolek is going gangbusters right now on this Star Dragon. Now he turns his fury onto the Omen of Assyrian, doing a bunch of damage there, and he hasn't taken very much damage at all, because there's no healing for him, so he just legitimately has not taken any damage as the Beastmen are running over the poor High Elves. And a beautiful flank from the AI, definitely on top of their micro as they take out the Lothar Seaguard and are even going to chase down the Everqueen's Court Guard. Well played, AI! Using your cavalry to go around the sides like a fucking champion, not just charging into the front like a dumbass. Alright, Larry is about to go down as Kolek is just beating everyone down. He hasn't taken any damage. It's Papa Palpatine's Kolek Sun Eater. He's just built different. It doesn't take any damage. It always hits. I'm so curious how much value he's gotten. The Bloodbrute Behemoth is sticking it out, fighting the Omen of Assyrian. Army losses is coming in for the poor High Elves. And that is gonna be it. Rip Swordmasters of Hoeth standing in a big blob fighting Kazrick's just chilling! AI Kazrick's just chilling. He's not even giving him attack orders. He's like, I did my part. I bunched up the Swordmasters of Hoeth. I stood around. That was what I needed to do. Why isn't he doing anything? He's just standing here like a dumbass. Alright. The High Elf player is still in this game. Technically, Army Losses hasn't hit yet, and Alariel does have plenty of healing for very elite things. Looks like the Star Dragon is going to dive in and fight Kolek Sun Eater, along with the Omen of Assyrian. This is the last desperate gamble, but if Army Losses doesn't hit, and you do kill Kolek, you could theoretically win this game, because it is pretty easy to abuse the AI if the player component is gone. Like, you could get effective cycle charging and draw kiting and that kind of stuff. So this is a viable last play, but it's just there's too many resources on the ground left, and Kolek's too much of a Chad. And Kazrick was there. He was around. Don't spoiler, shush hummus. What, that he runs into another dwarf, and that, like, the dwarf isn't quite how he remembered? Like, I didn't say anything about that. It's just, there's, okay, wait. If you're actually talking about spoilers, tell me which of the 5 times, by the 4th omnibus, I'm not even at the end, I have 2 more omnibuses sitting over there that I haven't even cracked. So I have 2.5 omnibuses left to go, and there have been 5 different stories where Gotrek runs into a dwarf from his past. Which one was I talking about? I challenge you to know which one I was talking about. That's how confident I am that wasn't spoilers. Alright. Kolek Sun Eater, 3,600 value. Mama Shaggoth, 1,700. 3,300 for the Summoners of Rage. As for Race, 1,000 on Alariel, 1,500 on the Omen of Assyrian, and 1,400 on the Star Dragon. Beastmen OP. Beastmen OP. I just watched the Bear replay, Little Grounds of Chariots. Okay. Cool. Bye. Fair warning, no spoilers at all, but Gotrek and Felix did eventually switch authors and stuff kind of fell apart. But it's a fun run up to that point. Oh. Do you know when the author change happened? Dr. Jellyfish versus Count Leek? Sure, I'll spectate that just because it's ready. Mom Spaghetti is ready. He's nervous. Cuden. Which game is next? Whatever ones are ready for me. We're just gonna rip through them. So you watched the new Overlord episode? Nope. I'm also like 3 episodes behind on Spy Family. The last episode I watched of Spy Family was the dodgeball one. Okay. Elder Scrolls portrays them as the pretty good, the asshole racist they truly are. Kazukun, Kazukira. Yeah. The last book of the first author is the one on the quest Techlist Albion. Oh! Don't you also have to play hummus? I do, Storm. You're right. You're right, Storm. Yelling at me, Storm. I'm waiting. Okay. Okay, I'll hop over next. We're gonna try to just bounce through all the games. I just played a game and Queek 1v3'd my Fey double paladin. Are you sure he isn't OP? Pretty sure. Pretty sure. That started, good to know. Yeah. Overload's a fun show. I like that show a lot. It's a good isekai. Morgar will be broken in Warhammer 3 on domination. Maybe. Spawn summons won't help him capture points, but spawns will be pretty intense, and I've heard healing is going to be busted. Oh, okay. Alright, so they played without me, which is fine. Yes. Yarp. The Sag. Alright. Count Leak and Dr. Jellyfish played without us, and they did, in fact, lose, unfortunately. Alright. No screen blocker, let's go. So I need to rebuild my Tomb King's army. It was Cetra. With just these two, just as cheap a spell, because I want the AI to spam it, and that should be it. Other than that, I had 2 of these, 3 of these. I know I had some of these. I know I had 4 of those, 2 of these. I had you. That was it. 0 gold spent. Got it. Perfect. And my supporting army is the Vampire Counts, non versus Dark Elves and Dwarves. Let's not be airborne. That's just, I'm either gonna get shot or get beat in the air, so let's just stay on the ground. Yeah, let's stay on the ground. I'll go Vladdy Daddy. Keep him fully kitted out, because why not? I have the funds. I have the funds. Shadows and Death? I don't know. I could do without. Let's get some triple gold Chev Blood Knights. What's Storm's build? Storm's Dowie build? Does it have a ton of shooting? Because otherwise I could go a Mortis Engine and try to protect it with Blood Knight. So if he ever dives onto it, I could just Blood Knight it. Storm. Oh, it does have a lot of shooting. Okay, that's not great. He also has a gyrocopter. I guess we'll just let the AI gyrocopter do whatever it wants and hope it's not very good at that. Oh boy. I don't know what I want to do. Let's get another Blood Knight. Another Blood Knight. Triple gold Chevet. Seems fine. I feel like the dwarves are gonna blob and that, like, that's tempting for a Mortis Engine, but I could also just Wind of Death them and get it over with. Go check Felix authors. I want to say 5th or 6th omnibus thereabouts. I don't recall exactly. Okay. Well, so far I'm enjoying the 4th omnibus, so if it is by a different author, then I like it. I prefer the 2nd author, maybe because he adds more humor. Because he's there in the characters. Just save the build, Pop Palpatine. That would have been smart, but I forgot to. Hey, Pantalonade. Ninja Rat goes to Cathay. That is appropriate. Snitch belongs in Cathay. 3 units for player? Yes. So it's kind of like you're a general with your bodyguard. And the rest of your army is under your kind of direction, but in the heat of battle, you aren't actually able to tell them exactly where to go, is kind of the idea. And it's just fun. You know, it's just a fun little tournament. Wind of Death against the AI? Yeah. I'm excited about that. All right, I'll tell Storm I'm ready whenever. The Dark Elves and Dwarves teaming up is pretty lore friendly, Kappa. Oh. I'm under the kitty! I'm under the kitty! Look at him go! Cetra's just rolling in my flag. That's fun. Alright. Arcane Conduit, move up. What are we dealing with? We have Triple Gold Trevor on Black Dragon. We have Crone Hellebron on a Manticore and a Firecaster. Okay. I accept. Oh yeah, I also wanted to bring Blood Knights to protect the Chosen of the Gods. So, Blood Knights are a good choice. Big fan. You like the DM? Of course I did, Cyrus. If they add Nippon, watch Eshin get moved again. I don't know what they would do with Nippon that wouldn't just be more appropriate as a Cathay DLC. Like, unless they go hard fantasy with it. But if they just try to, like, oh, it's just Japan and samurai and that kind of stuff, it's like, this could have been a Cathay DLC. Like, I don't know if there's enough there to make a whole nother faction that feels significantly different than Cathay. Unless, well, they could go pretty hard the no gunpowder route. Kind of like Bretonnia is to the Empire, of like, I don't know Nippon's lore at all. But if they like, you know, oh, well, Cathay has like gunpowder and all this stuff, and Nippon doesn't, but, I'd kind of want them, Nippon, to get the unbreakable passive that Kislev gets, rather than Kislev. Okay. Blood Knights, hang back in case we need you to help with whatever the hell this is. Cetra does not serve. Cetra baits. Not quite. They didn't bait as much as I wanted. Owie! That was the not nice. You guys are dicks. Okay, triple gold chevron Blood Knights. Just try to fight your way out of there, I guess. Good luck. Oh, actually I could Master Beguile somebody over here. Ow! Blood Knight's getting fucked up. Run away. Do we have a good blob yet? Not really. Not really. These dwarves actually spread out, which sucks for me. Where are these guys? Not having a good time, that's where. This dwarf. Goblobber crew's just running around. Alright. We just have to do this. Pew! No, Cetra, you bitch! You dare die! Fuck! Cetra died. Aw, how did that bitch get off the ground? That's not nice. How are my Tomb King brothers doing? Okay. Sparkle Stalkers are fighting miners for some godforsaken reason. Heal. Ow, Thoric being Thoric. Where are you guys going? You have attack orders onto her. Where are you going? Alright, welcome to the fight after 35 years. How did she just walk out of here? What the fuck? Blood Knights. Blood Knights! Boys! Lads! The gits! This is bad. Just gonna check this out here. What have I chosen the god shooting at? Single entity that they're missing. That's not good. Yeah, that's GG. That's GG. One of the Blood Knights getting fucked up by a breath attack. And Sepulchral Stalkers still shooting infantry instead of the very large single entities that were fucking up all my guys, and Cetra diving to his death. That's bad. That's bad. Oh, Sparkle Stalkers have a perfect shot out of the Black Dragon. Are they gonna take it? No, they're gonna shoot at Quarrelers. Damn it. Damn it. You guys are stupid. I don't think there's any way we can win this. It's over. Yes, I also don't know if the AI has used their Ushapti or not. Sad. Sad and unbased. Kazrak would have lived, true. Chinese and Japanese are not the same thing. I'm talking about in the realm of a fantasy game. Cathay kind of has it covered. Well played to Stormrunner. We'll catch him further on. Not to rush away, but I know Swarv was also waiting for me. Swarv, I don't see your lobby. I'll message him quick. Nice breath attack. I heard a lot. Lobby name? Alright. Cute and Pop Palpatine are ready. So while I get Swarv's lobby for next game, I'll pop in here and they can probably just hit start. Go, go, go! So for a quick update on the bracket, boom. We cast the race for Pop Palpatine game. Pop Palpatine Advanced. Cute and Pop Palpatine's what we're watching right now. XMT Count League versus Dr. Jellyfish. They played without us because of time constraints. Swarv and Llama also played without us because of time constraints. Stormrunner will advance to fight Swarv. It would be nice if KK. Wait for me doing BO1 on other side. So we will go from Cute and Pop Palpatine down to Swarv versus Stormrunner, back up to whoever wins this versus Dr. Jellyfish, go to the finals, end of stream, good day. Short, brisk, fun, to the point. I'm also feeling like poop, so I'll probably go take a nap after this because Grace had COVID last week, and I somehow didn't get it the entire week, and now today I feel like shit, so probably finally got it. Dwarves make for good anvils? Yes, they do, Stormrunner. And well played to you, sir. Why was my AI so much better than yours? I don't know. Because Beastmen are OP? Rinless, how much have you missed? Like 1 or 2 battles, yeah. I suggested to the subreddit that we should be hyping Nippon to see I could see what we wanted. Kind of like how we got Cathay part 1. Some dude commented, do you think they have the time and money? We should be asking for Lords and Heroes for factions they already have. Like, bruh, no one wants to see more filthy Elky scum. Just redo the failure that is Rakarth into something worth playing. I want to play as Astalia and go to Worldwide Inquisition and teach Nippon about our Lord and Savior, Estaquio Sunscryer. Interesting. AI playing dwarves seems pretty good. They don't require much micro, so AI can use them pretty efficiently. Dwarves are common in this mode, but the last time we did it in Warhammer 2, the meta, quote unquote, that like a lot of people did was take Empire AI with Outriders with grenade launchers, because so many people were taking dwarves that these like grenade launchers would just fuck up the dwarves' day. It was so funny because like the AI don't know what they're doing, so they just have all these dwarves up, all piled up, and they're like, oh, okay, we're gonna pile all up, and just grenades rip through them. Each of the Outriders grenade launchers gets like 3k value. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. It was funny. That, I wanted a better Wind of Death, but the dwarves, like, staggered. They staggered, so I didn't have a good single shot on them. I thought Setcher would do better versus Thoric, but he kind of just sucked and died. Though, to be fair, he wasn't dying too much until Hellebron and the Skanks showed up. I want to play as Astalia. I already read that, sorry. Why not more Elgy scum? More Elgy means more Elgy to get your grudge on. I don't mind elves when I play campaign. Let's see. Factions I want to fight when I play campaign. Could the lobby be bugged? Cuden, wait for a second, because Palpatine's last game versus Race, they got down to 20, like, okay, not 20, like 60 seconds before it went. Could just be a slow loading day. Anyway, what was I saying? Campaign. I don't mind fighting elves. They're interesting. I do not like fighting Skaven. I do not like fighting Skaven in a campaign. They're so fucking annoying. Because they use their clan rat summon not super well, but it is annoying. And then, like, attacking a Skaven settlement, in Warhammer 2 at least, when they had that bomb, where they could, like, summon a clan rat and then instantly blow it up or something with just inhuman reactions. It was, like, wild. It was wild. Did not enjoy fighting Skaven. I don't enjoy fighting Chaos or Norska, honestly, in Warhammer 2 because of the AI just spams the same fucking units and it gets pretty old, personally. So yeah, I'd rather fight Elves. Not Wood Elves. Okay, yeah, wait, no, fuck that. Fuck Wood Elves. Ignore everything I just said. I'd rather fight Skaven for 4 campaigns in a row than fight Wood Elves. AI Wood Elves is the most toxic shit I've ever had to deal with. I've had many Bretonnian campaigns go south because I declared war on the Wood Elves, and I just get my ass handed to me. Alright. So, we saw Papa Palpatine's build earlier. All that I care about is his chaos, and he did bring Papa, Mama, and the kids again, as he said he would in DMs. The rest is the exact same, because it has to be. This is our first time seeing Cuden today. It is a rat army supported by High Elves, so Cuden's playing the High Elves. He has Techless with everything, he has a Star Dragon with everything, and he has the Fireborn Dragon Princess. Very nice. For the army that he is running, he has 4 Poison Wind Mortars, one of which is the Avalanche Mortars. He has Blightscab's Plague Pack, the Council Guard, Skaven Slaves, Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers, and more Skaven Slaves all across. That's it. That's the whole build, is a bunch of mortars. And I feel real sorry for those Bestigors, because remember, most of this army is invisible right now, so the Bestigors at level that can be seen, and they just get fucked up by the Skaven. Oh god, it hurts. Oh no. It's not, that's what you get for not being invisible, you broke ass bitch. Alright. So a net plus Star Dragon combo onto the Bloodbrute Behemoth. Gets some damage, but his staggering animation is gonna, not actually save him from very much that damage at all. Alright. And the Skaven continue to be a menace as they summon the dreaded 13th under the children, the Summoners of Rage Dragon Ogres, and that's gonna be largely effective. Papa Palpatine keeps running, but what is this? Cuden is landing, and all of a sudden Razorgore Chariots and Centaurs surround him, but a huge charge in from the Fireborn. It was all a bait. It was all a ruse. And the Beastmen are clumping up now for the Poison Wind Mortars of the Skaven to just completely delete them. What can Papa Palpatine do against such reckless hate? He can throw the Mama in, plus the Bloodbrute Behemoth. They are fighting their way out of this bad situation. And Kolek is here as well to make sure things continue on as planned. Summoners of Rage are in the backfield, and now that he has attack orders onto some of the mortars, they are running away because the AI are using skirmish mode. And maybe the Beastmen can rally, but probably not, because look, it's really just the Blackroad's Ravagers. All the other Beastmen shit's routing. And a quick, the fiery convocation of Invocation Decay Nahak, Invocation of Fire. Whatever. Techless's giant bird dumps its load all over the Ungor Raiders. Meanwhile, a breath attack. The Bloodbrute Behemoth tries to block for the Mama, but it's not gonna work. Oh, the humanity. Anyway. Dragon Ogre Shag is still fighting the backline, taking down a bunch of the Poison Wind Mortars, and a Pit of Shades from the Beastman caster is doing a lot of work on Blightscab's Plague Pack and the Council Guard. And then the Summoners of Rage, Thunderstorm of Bigger Rage, follows up to do more damage. Bounce power is roughly even, which is really bad for the Beastmen. It's even going in the High Elf favor, which is, super bad for the Beastmen. But here is the part we all wanted to see, the Monster Mash. Big Gorgon Boy helps outfight the Star Dragon. Why does it feel like Big Gorgon Boy is always where he needs to be? He's just following around Papa Palpatine, doing what he needs to do. The Beastmen are rallying. They're having a second wind, ladies and gentlemen. And what the fuck happened to the Summoners of Rage? I legitimately lost track of the Summoners of Rage. There they are. Why? I think they should probably be out there killing all these Poison Wind Mortars, but whatever. Teach their own, I suppose. The new Beastmen strategy is listen, all of our infantry are completely fucked. Just group up on our single entities that we have and get through this, because the mortars can't hurt you if you don't have any infantry. As the mortars destroy the Fireborn! Oh no! Oh no! Stupid Skaven treachery. Alright, Kolek's running down the Grey Seer of Plague, who's popping all of his buffs. But Mama and the kids are not doing so good. In fact, Mama's going for a nap pretty soon. 89 HP, 87. Can she run away? Be there for the kids. See them graduate college. Don't you die on me. Don't you die on me. All right, she's running away. She's fine. Where are the kids? The kids are back with Dad, and they're all beating up on this poor Grey Seer. The Plague Seer just chucks out clan rats to defend the Poisonwood borders. He's like, go, protect my children. Kazark's getting hit with Poison Wind. He doesn't give a shit about that. The Bloodbrute Behemoth is also looking, what's the opposite of submissive and breedable, or whatever the TikTok kids are saying these days. He's looking like a Giga Chad. A Giga Chad poggers, hashtag YOLO swag. I'm old and I know it. Kazark gets in here. He's also fighting single entities, and Papa Palpatine's not gonna let him die. He's going in, baby! Star Dragon's getting fucked up. Bloodbrute Behemoth is also killing Teclis, and the Star Dragon needs to run away. It's gonna break. It's gonna go down. If he can get one more hit, Kolek can definitely kill that fucking thing, but it's running. It's running. How did it take that long to break? But it did technically break, and it's gonna get off the ground, and Teclis heals himself. What an asshole! What an asshole! Just leaves the Star Dragon to fucking die. Oh my god. You're a dick, Teclis. Alright. Balance of power is slightly back to Beastmen and Chaos favored. The Skaven Poison Mortars are like, we did our job, boss. We killed the entire army for you, and it's just not enough. There's so much army left. It's all single entities. The Bloodbrute Behemoth, honestly, if I took like the faction plates off, you would guess that the Bloodbrute Behemoth was part of the Warriors of Chaos because of how closely it's been following Palpatine around this map. Like, it actually looks like he's been controlling it. Alright, Kolek's gonna zone off Teclis. Poisonwood Borders are getting their shit done. The Skaven kind of form a weird conclave, but there's nothing left to shoot. It's just chariots and Kazark. I thought he loved Skaven. Can't even trust a streamer man anymore. I love Skaven. I also don't like to fight them. I remember playing as Warriors of Chaos Total Warhammer 1 launch, just getting Marauder Horseman kited every single battle. Yeah, pretty much. Does the Gorgon have fire weakness? I think it does, because it does regen. Yeah, it does. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. Wow, it has its special thing. Okay, no fire weakness. Kolek gets a rear charge onto Teclis. Teclis runs away. Star Dragon hanging in there with his triple gold chevrons of leadership, just making this amount of health okay. What up, Kiara? How you doing? All right, Teclis finally spreads the loves and gives a regrowth to his Star Dragon. Wouldn't it be funny if he broke right there? Like, he got faster and stronger enemies nearby, he just breaks and leaves. Teclis is gonna get a charge, and Kolek is about to you-what-mate him right back home. Teclis is getting his ass beat. Star Dragon dives in, gets hit on the way down by Kolek's hammer. This is it, the final fight. The Skaven are about to do some serious treachery right here. Boop, 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 boop. Both the Beastmen are about to rout, leaving Kolek on his own, but the Bloodbrute Behemoth, don't leave the Bloodbrute Behemoth, he's never left you, and you will not leave him. Kolek's out here still fighting. Teclis and the Star Dragon both trying to kill him. Bloodbrute Behemoth, what are you doing? Stop T-posing on him! Stop T-posing on him, save Kolek! Stop T-posing on him, what are you doing? No! Okay, good, it turned around and just one-shot the Star Dragon. Oh, it just did it on him. Holy shit. This is my favorite thing today. I needed this. This is great. Bloodbrute Behemoth is gonna fight Teclis. The Skaven are still just trying to fucking help. They're doing so much. They're like, hey, we're here. We're trying. Teclis breaks and then they nope the fuck out of here. Fucking Bloodbrute Behemoth just walking backwards slowly into the fight and then turns around and just deletes the Star Dragon. All right, really good values. Wow, 4,500 for Cuden's Star Dragon. Kolak 5,500. And Mama and the kids did their best. Oh, that was great. That was great. That is the best game of today so far. I gotta save that. Hold on. Gorgon walks backwards. That was great. I gotta see if I can make a video out of that. Alright, let's go find Swarv. Swarv and Storm, I'm coming, if you're out there. So it was Hummus Get In here, because Swarv told me it was the exact same one as before. You should make AI Allies Warhammer 3 tourney. I'm in. I'm in. Alright, so to Hammond, who said you should make an AI Allies Warhammer 3 tourney. I thought about it. But, like, I'm on the fence. I kind of want to wait for Immortal Empires. Because right now Warhammer 3 is plagued by a lot of blobs that are so brain dead, even an AI could pilot them. So I could just foresee this being Blob Simulator 2.0. And there's not a lot of blob punishment tools that players can really take. So I bet we would just see... And it also feels too coin flippy. Because if you go with, like, I'm going to take the Kislev blob and be toxic, and you run into someone who has Cathay, and they gave their AI, like, a bunch of archers to counter the blob, it's like, alright, you're completely fucked. So you don't really get to play. I don't know. Right now, Game 3 is just too coin flippy. That it feels like an AI ally tournament is just a very extravagant way of playing rock, paper, scissors. I don't think that's particularly interesting, personally. I can put it, I do a vote like this every week for what kind of tournaments we're going to run. I could put it on the next poll and see if people want it. But my personal opinion would be wait for Immortal Empires before that shit would even be cool. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Alright, I gotta catch up with chat. Let's do that. Dude, Qden, I'll answer that in a second. Standard elf behavior. It's regen from an in melee trait like Hunger or Lokir's Helm. I said hi to Kiara. Kiara, I'm doing okay. I'm kind of sick. If Chris Chan were a Total War Hammer battle, it would be this. Serves Qden right for bringing filthy knife ears. Dude, the Beastmen AI are playing well. Like, your Skaven... Qden, I thought your Skaven did really well. They just didn't have anything to fight the single entities after a while. But your mortars were doing work, man. They were trying so hard. Like I said during the game, it felt like your mortars just, like, looked at you and said, but we killed the whole army. What do we do? And then, like, you guys just watched Kolek, a bunch of Dragon Ogre Shaggots, a Gorgon, and some chariots running around and, like, pray, son. Pray. The AI chariot micro is freaking awesome. Yeah. Bloodbrute got 5.6k value of that game, and Kazric 2.2k. What was that Gorgon just... Dude, the Gorgon was insane! It was just perfectly following around the goon squad, like, where do you need me, boss? And Kolek's like, fuck off, you're an AI, do whatever you want. And it's like, I can't, boss. Kazric told me to follow you. EU-friendly 6PN. Scum, that's not friendly to the Brits. I am trying, Rusty, alright? But what about, like... Eastern Europeans, where the shit starts at like 8 or 9 p.m. and we have to get through a whole tournament and they have to go to bed, Rusty. We're doing our best, Rusty. I think the normal limit is 2. Probs stick with normal limit. All right. So what are we doing? Oh, we need Southern Chaos Wastes. All right, so for anybody curious about what we are doing, currently we are on the wrong map and the lobby is just figuring it out. We will watch Stormrunner versus Swarv. We have not seen Swarv play today. We have not seen Dr. Jellyfish play today. So still, until the finals, you'll get a new build every single time, because that is the Rat Pack guarantee. Pop Palpatine versus Dr. Jellyfish, Stormrunner versus Swarv. Down here we have Skaven versus Dwarves and Dark Elves. Now, traditionally, Dwarves do not enjoy fighting Skaven at all. But AI is a little different. And Skaven traditionally don't like... The things they don't like about fighting Dark Elves is the single entities and the Lord. But they can handle the army okay. It's just whether you can stop Marathi Double Manticore. Now, I don't think it's going to be Marathi Double Manticore because you have significantly more funds, but the main point is the only scary thing about Dark Elves for Skaven is they're single entities, and that's all Storm needs to bring. Bum bum bum! Bum bum bum! Okay. Alright, sorry. I was dealing with some Discord stuff. We have the right map now. It looks like Stormrunner's just finishing up his build. Hecking love the friendly AI. Hey, Nicholas. Good to see you. Brits are people too. The French, though. Yeah, I did. I did lose the first round. You know what? I'm proud of it. I am proud to say I, too, have irritable bowel syndrome. Wait, what are we doing here? Kind of lost the plot. Dark Elves need double Medusa Shrine. Like, Medusa... Actually, the Shrine is fine. Okay, the Shrine's fine. I'll give you that one. The Medusa, not the Shrine, falls into that category of meme that is too bad to be fun. Like Queek. Every time I take Queek, every time, where I'm like, oh, this is going to be funny for the stream because my profile picture is Queek and he's my favorite character. I'm taking Queek. And then he does so poorly that it just makes me sad. Like, there's good memes that do poorly but are cheap or, like, can potentially kind of do okay. Not great, but okay. Queek is not that. He just sucks. And same with the the Medusas, not the Shrine, but the Medusa themselves. They just like suck. I've tried to make them work a couple times. I tried versus Dwarves because their little laser does actually a lot of damage. It's magic damage, and Dwarves resist some of it, but they're really tightly packed formations means it actually hits a lot of them, and it was pretty good. But like, she's too janky about shooting it. She's medium range, so when she gets in range, Thunderers just look at her and they go, "Oi, boy's a snake!" And she dies. So it's the big sad. I had a dream that Games Workshop called me to be a Warhammer fantasy movie. Be part of a Warhammer fantasy movie. They wanted me to be a damn Bretonian. Out of all the races, they wanted me to be a fantasy Baguette. Alright, we haven't seen Swarv's build yet today, so it's Skaven supporting Skaven. Swarv is bringing Throt. Okay, so the Lord Skrulk is his AI Lord, and his Lord is Throt the Unclean, and then he has a Plague Priest and Gorge. For his army, we have the Pit Fighters, some other Rat Ogres, more other Rat Ogres, a bunch of Clan Rats, Plague Monks, Clan Rats, Skaven Slave, Clan Rats, Plague Monks, the Council Guard, Skrulk, a Plague Claw Catapult, Naked Zap Zap. So a very diverse Skaven army, which again, you don't know who your opponent's going to be, so he kind of has to bring on all comers. But the triple Plague Monks is ballsy. It's ballsy. Have a great stream, you absolute lads. Warhammer 2 forever. Hey, Matthew Coffin. Bye, Matthew Coffin. Hope you had a good one. In case you don't remember Stormrunner's build, it is the build he brought versus me, and he cheated. I didn't lose legitimately. He cheated. Cheater, pumpkin eater. It's Dwarves plus Dark Elves. We have Thunderers, we have Dwarf Warriors, Longbeards, Miners of Blasting Charges, Akron Miners. We have some Quarrelers in the back, more Miners of Blasting Charges. We have the Goblaba the Goblaba, and then another Grudge Thrower. That's why I was confused. Thoric, Master Engineer, and the Gyrobama. And for his lord, he went with Crone Hellebron on Manticore again, a Firecaster again, and a triple gold chevron Black Dragon yet again. Versus Empire is their best. Oh, yeah, dwarves love fighting Empire. Unless you're talking about the Bloodrock Shrines, then I have no idea. Brood Horror guaranteed wins. Alright. Warp Lightning Cannons and Plague Claw Catapults are firing in, making the dwarves' lives a little bit of a hell, but I guess with Double Grudge Thrower, one of which is the Goblava, if they actually focus down any of the Skaven weapons teams, we missed the Avalanche Mortars. If they focus down any of the Skaven's weapons teams, they'll do really good because of the leadership debuff, but Avalanche Mortars are going to have a good day. They're going to have a good day. I think it's largely up to the Dark Elf Hero Core to win this game. I do think the dwarves are just going to naturally lose to the AI Skaven. So where's Swarv's pack? Gorch is running in, Throt's running in, Plague Priest is thinking about it. And Skrulk summons something backwards. Yeah, he summons Clan Rats backwards, just add in the charge that's going to go nowhere, and a Brutal Burning Head is going to take out like 3 or 4 clumped up Skaven units. Ooey owie. Roasting the Dowie. Yeah, kind of hurt some of the Dowie there. Okay, whatever. What are we talking about? What's going on? What's happening? Dark Elves are hovering around Throt. They're thinking about diving down on him. And that could be good, because the AI has the Rat Ogres. Traditionally, it'd be dangerous to do that, because you get surrounded by Rat Ogres, and then he would pop his AoE anti-large buff. But the AI is piloting Rat Ogres, so they might not respond in time. Unless they're piloted by the same AI player that was using the Blood Drek, the Blood Brute Behemoth, then those AI are coming to save you. Gorch is all alone. Gorch is all alone. Oh, and they have attack orders. Oh, Gorch is a danger. Oh, the Sorceress of Fire is also technically around. Cool. Bounce power is roughly even at the moment. Dwarves are dying every which way. Ooh, and the Pit Fighters of Helm's Deep being used as cavalry. Another beautiful, beautiful AI play, as both of the Dwarven guns are going to get shut down. They will start to fall very far behind. And this Dark Elf Hero Core is having a very tough time landing somewhere. They need to like shit or get off the pot. They got to fight something, because they're falling behind badly in this game. All right, Hellebron and the Black Dragon. The Black Dragon just walks over Gorge because he gets knocked over. All right, Gorge is getting bodied. He's getting bodied. He has popped sort of anti-heroes. He's also popping Effacilation. He's just throwing everything at the wall. As Throt runs back, he's like, I'm coming, buddy. Oh, you dick. He got flash bombed by the Engineer. That fucking Engineer. That asshole. He just completely cockblocked Throt. And Throt's running back there. Even the AI Rat Ogres, both these AI are actually playing really well. Holy shit. Quarrelers and Thunderers rallying to shoot the Pit Fighters, while somehow these Grudge Thrower crews have hung on. Thoric and his Engineer are fucking off after they completely ruined Throt's day. And where is Gorch? I imagine he's going to rally soon, because he did have healing on him, but I don't see his icon. Did he die anyway? Did this lady cast a fireball at him? Because that would track. That kind of sounds like her. Either that or his bitch ass shattered. I don't see movement either. So I think he died. Crone Hellebron's in a bad way, though. Throt is on top of her, and I wonder if has he used his Rat Ogre summon yet. If he does, he could just throw it behind her. If she's rampaging, she has all of her buffs. She can do a lot of damage very quickly. She's barely hanging on to leadership. Black Dragon, turn around! Black Dragon, turn around! But Throt's leadership is infamously horrible. Hellebron's hanging on. She's just whooping his ass, and she's getting lower and lower, and she's like, fight me to the death, you piece of shit! Both of them break at the same time as Crown of Command comes out of nowhere. That means Gorch isn't dead. He's somewhere. Because Gorge is the only one who has Crown of Command. There he is. Gorge is coming back into the fight. He's firing for this Black Dragon. That guy's routing him Unbreakable because it was just a little bit too late. And Gorge is back, and he's like, fight me again. 1v1 me, you son of a bitch. And he's fighting the Gold Chevron Black Dragon. Where's the Fire Sorcerer? She needs to throw a fireball over here. Help out her Black Dragon friend. Gorge and Throt and Hellebron are routing next to each other. Somehow neither is rallying. How is he not rallied? He's unbreakable right now, which means his leadership's above. How are you not rallying? Rally, you dumb asshole! Alright, well, he's just gonna keep running forever, I guess. Black Dragon's back up in the sky. Gorch is abysmally low. Fire Sorcerer's here. Dwarves are technically ahead on the balance of power just a little bit. How are you not rallying? What is wrong with you, Throt? Alright, his bars is broken now. He actually has negative 12 leadership, but it just shows him as there. And Hellebron's back. She could chase Throt off the map. Maybe, possibly, potentially. Gorch gets dove on by the Black Dragon. Black Dragon's gonna get a ton of hits in. And with 94 HP, I think our boy 1 HP, he is dead. Black Dragon's gonna take him out. Where is Skrulk? Skrulk's over here fighting Thoric Ironbrow, somehow actually winning this fight, surrounded by all Rat Ogres and his Council Guard. So the Dwarves are slowly losing the fight as the Dark Elves win it. Where's the Fire Sorceress? She needs to throw some fireballs at Skrulk. Let me tell you, Skrulk does not enjoy fireballs. I can promise you that. That guy fucking hates it. Thoric's hanging on because, I don't know, Dwarves. He's too Giga Chad to die, I guess. Plague Clock catapults are back online. We have ourselves a very close game. Dwarves are ahead on the balance of power, but I would be cautious. There's no healing for the Dark Elves, so Hellebron's just that low. Forever. Forever, ever, ever. Skrulk and the Plague Priest might have summons left, and Thoric is going down. He does not know when to back out. He's still fighting. But here comes a fireball. Oh, and a Rat Ogre blocks it for poor Daddy Skrulk. He's like, thank you, Clan Molder, for your most loyal of Rat Ogres. Thoric's still fighting. Thoric's somehow not broken, but he's getting approached from the rear by a Plague Priest, and nobody ever wants to hear that sentence ever, but it is true, and as soon as that Discouraged Aura touches him, he is gone, he is broken. But blue team pulls further ahead on the balance of power. Clorone Hellebron is just hanging out, doing her absolute best, and Throt is officially gone, so is Gorch. So Swarv's only actual control in this game is his Plague Priest. Cool. Gyro Bomber from the AI actually picked an appropriate target, and another fireball just careens into Skrulk, doing so much damage. Oh, Skaven Footlords do not enjoy fireballs at all. A nasty Black Dragon Breath attack, and I think this is going to be the end. As Skrulk summons some Clan Rats, he overcasts on himself because of Thoric, and that is the end. Very well played by both players. I liked that game a lot. That was good shit! Oh, good stretch, good shit. Lord of Ducks and Memes, 3,600 damage value on Clorone Hellebron, 2,100 on the Firecaster, and 3,300 on the Black Dragon. Throt, 1,300, he's more of a supportive pick. Plague Priest, also more of a supportive pick, and Gorich getting 2,500. Stormrunner, it was a good game. It was a good game. Yeah, did. Great. Swarv also played quite well. We love Skaven on this channel. We love the Skaven on this channel. Papa Palpatine versus Dr. Jellyfish. This is the other semifinal. Then we'll get to the final. See who gets to fight Stormrunner. 2 best of 1s left. It is a rapid fire stream. We are rocking right through it. And if you have a short attention span, this is the stream for you. Okay, where was I at? Job worse than Skaven slaves killing a necromantic skelly boy. I mean, they usually try to get the people fit the roles. Such heresy. Warp lightning cannons. Just ignoring the big monsters. Yeah, that was kind of tragic. I had similar with my Chosen of the Gods and Sepulchral Stalkers. They were like, infantry? Let's kill infantry. I'm like, no, please. Please kill the giant dragon that is murdering Cetra. I'll message Dr. Jellyfish so he knows I'm here. Here, start, whenever. So Dr. Jellyfish is the last person in this tournament we have not seen their build at all. They are the Vampire Coast Lord and 2 heroes with a Warriors of Chaos backing up army. Cyber Undead, good to see you. I don't know if I have seen you on this channel. Hope you are enjoying what you see. Hope you stick around. We love new people here, except for some of you. You know who you are. Dwarves have nothing left on the ground, so last minute win. AI actually used tactics this game. Yeah, it's been very disparate. There are matches where the AI look like legit bros who are best friends and really great at what they do, and there are games where they just fucking drop the ball. All right. What? Oh, Anticity's trying his new pick band thing. Okay. That's something. Ba-ba-bum. Dr. Jellyfish said he needs 2 minutes about a minute ago, so he'll be here. Just calm down. I know I said this was a stream for the short attention span. Don't click away. I'll What did the Zoomers like? Hazel! Hazel! Where's the puppy when you need her? Hazel! Come here! Puppy! Damn, she might be taking a nap. No, puppy, to distract the chat. Ed's upstairs. I guess I'm just doomed. Cyber Undead, you're new? Hi. Horrible caster, how did you miss the best melee fight? Bomber versus Mortars. Because I'm a shitter. Alright, Dr. Jellyfish is here. I don't need to stall. Nope, he unreadied. It was a bait. We all got you baited. Well, Cyber Undead, I release a video every day about memes or rants or some other dumb shit, and then all of our live streams are about multiplayer, Warhammer 2 and 3 and stuff. So, hopefully you enjoy that. And if you don't, this probably isn't the channel for you, but rip peace. Rip in peace. Alright, block comes down. Second to last game of the day. Vampire Coast in Chaos versus Beastmen in Chaos. Mr. Streamer, any thoughts on streaming your card game through the tabletop mod? Yes. Yes. I am trying to get a tournament together for that, but I have not been able to. Run Cyber, this guy. I'm not a furry. I just play Skaven. Cyrus, it's funny because like you and I joke about that all the time, but then like new people entering the chat are like, what's this chat? This seems friendly, and you're over there just like, he's a furry, he's a fucking degenerate. And they're gonna leave. You're the reason we have so few subscribers. You alone, Cyrus. Anyway. I also watched back the Gyros in Melee with the Avalanche for half of it. Was it? That's awesome. I am not. So don't worry about the long timer at the top. Pop Palpatine's been doing this all day. It's around 60 seconds left on the clock. It loads in. We're probably going to be fine. It could crash, but just in case you're like, did it crash? Maybe, but not yet. Amenaphis, you're not helping. What up, Jay Phoenix? How you doing? How you doing? We had a conversation the other day. I was talking to Bob Tresh about where RTK is, because I haven't seen you guys in forever. But it sounds like you're mostly domination players, and I unfortunately don't host a lot of those tournaments. But I hope you are doing well. I hope. We played, Mr. Teufel organized a Warhammer 2 faction war recently that we played, and it was really fun on the stream, but I saw a lot of the ODM guys that I really enjoyed. They all came out and played, and they played some fucking great games. I was sad not to see the RTK lads, Bob Tresh and his Lizardmen, you on your High Elves. Oh, who else? I faced Curio recently. He's still very, very good. A-Move did not reprise his Lizards. Why am I having so many problems remembering people? Alright, well, Rusty, Big JP, neither of them played Greenskins or Beastmen. Wait, no, Rusty played Torox. Alright, we had Rusty. I don't remember seeing JP. I don't remember seeing Kamba. I didn't see a Delmo in the whole faction war, which was a shame. You guys keeping your best player behind bars. Didn't see Satsuma. Yeah. Miss a lot of the RTK guys. You guys are just a Vermintide clan now. That's all you are. Domination mode isn't real. You just play Vermintide. How'd you miss that Pog moment? I mean... Dude, the Gyro Bomber really turned it on in the late game, just walking over and aims at the Plague Priest and deletes him. And it was like, this is the target I need. Do you think the player base is 50-50 Dom and land battles? Yeah, it's pretty evenly split, Ethan. It's pretty evenly split. Which I don't host a lot of Dom's content personally because it just doesn't do well on my channel. But I think that's partially because a lot of people are hosting Dom stuff and no one's hosting land battles. Then people come to my channel like looking for land battles, and if I do the same thing as everybody else, they're just like, fuck this. I'll go watch somebody who's doing it better. So, I don't know. But just because we mostly host land battles doesn't mean we hate domination mode. Some people do. I don't. I don't enjoy watching it particularly. That's just me. Anyway. Dr. Jellyfish, first time seeing him today. We do have Luther Harkon on a Terrorgeist along with a Deathstreak Terrorgeist with triple gold chevrons. And we have... what? Deck droppers with handguns, triple gold chevron. No caster for the Vampire Coast. No healing for our boy Harkon. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. For his Chaos Companions, we have 4 Skirmish Cav. We have Chaos Warriors, Chaos Warriors, Chaos Warriors, Chaos Warriors, Chaos Warriors, some with halberds, some with great weapons. We have Double Chosen, one of which with great weapons. We do have some Chaos Chariots, a Death Caster with only Spirit Leech, a Sorcerer of Fire with only Fireball, and Shiggy the Magnificent. You heard that right. And I now see the plan for Dr. Jellyfish. It is shooting. It is shooting a lot of shooty shoots. So he didn't take a caster because casters are on the ground and could get gooned, but his intention is just to sit up here with Luther Harkon and his handguns and shoot at all of Papa Palpatine's big single entities and hope that the Beastmen are not smart enough to use their one ranged unit to deny him this prize. Looks like Kazrak is the first focus of the Vampire Coast's ire. This will lower the leadership of all the Beastmen, maybe routing them off and helping the Chaos front line endure. Another tricky thing for Papa Palpatine's mama and kids build is he also doesn't have a caster, so he himself can't punish this gigantic blob, and he's going to rely on this Pit of Shades caster from the Beastmen to do the right thing and cast a Pit of Shades. That digression aside, Kazrak is strangely holding on leadership-wise for a Beastman who has been getting gunned down, and there's a good Pit of Shades. Yeah, it's a good Pit of Shades. All right, we'll take that Pit of Shades. Kolek and the Sons. Kolek and Sons. Who was that? Was that Chris Porter? I'm trying to remember the comedian. And Sons. Regardless, me having a stroke on stream aside, Kolek is in here trying to fight, but there's no big boys. Kolek's just walking around looking at infantry and flying monsters. He has nothing to fight, and he's very upset about that. But Papa Palpatine does get a spell through the children. He gets a chain lightning that rips through some of the Chaos Warriors and Chosen and all that stuff, but then it turns on him. It goes into the Beastmen lines. Good God, they're running everywhere. Very nice. Kazrak's still technically alive with a very nice amount of health. And as long as he's not dead, the Beastmen don't take their leadership debuff. Now Kolek's charging in onto Sigvald. Can he do it even though it's not a large character? Yes, he can! Oh, he swings once, then he fucks off. Alright, classic Kolek things. Blue team is ahead on the balance of power. Dr. Jellyfish is trying to snipe from the sky, but Luther is running low on health. Not health. Yeah, health. Full health bars, running low. Anyway, ammunition, that was one of the big nerfs that took Luther Harkon out of the meta a while ago, is his ammunition is running low. Meanwhile, the handgun bats only have half ammunition as well. They need to refocus onto Kolek, but Kolek is a Dragon Ogre. He does have missile resist built into his thick, scaly hide. Kazrak has left the battlefield. That does get rid of some of the Beastmen leadership. Oh, Lord recently died. Something killed him. Something somewhere actually killed him, and that is a problem for the Beastman. Again, Papa Palpatine's Centaurs are running around doing actually smart Centaur things. And Kolek is cycle charging the shit out of Sigvald, really trying to get hits in, but he's having a hard time. Sigvald did bring a lot of his buffs, so his melee defense at times is god tier. As for his Chaos Army, though, they are looking much worse for wear. The Beastmen have mostly run them down. Even the Dreaded Chosen are having a hard time, and Kolek suddenly takes a lot of damage. As I look away for just a second, a Deathstreak Terrorgeist jumps down onto him, and finally Kolek gets the fight he wants, but it's not the fight he can take anymore. Gets his ass kicked, and he is just running for the hills now while he's getting shot by all the gunbats. He runs back into the Deathstreak Terrorgeist, just trying to get away. And his loving, doting wife is trying to avenge him. She slaps back onto this Deathstreak Terrorgeist who's just trying to get away, just trying to afford its way through college. And some spearmen are even going to stop it from running further. Sigvald's full health, because of course he is. Luther Harkon's almost out of ammunition. So are the gumbats. What can kill the Summoners of Rage? Oh, the Bloodroot Behemoth's still around. I haven't even noticed you all game, buddy. How you doing? How are you doing? Palpatine's most loyal companion is the fucking Bloodroot Behemoth. We love this guy. All right, he's running around. He's just getting kited by AI stuff, but he's a good boy. He's gonna be fine. So Kolek's routing. I don't foresee him coming back. Gunbats have fucked off. They only have 4 volleys left. Luther also has 4 left. Deathstreak Terrorgeist is regenerating itself because of being a Terrorgeist. Ow! God damn! Alright, they 1-2 punched that Bray Shaman of Shadows off the map, but I guess his Pit of Shades aren't needed anymore. Chaos has been mostly taken care of. And the Bloodroot Behemoth finally gets to fight some Marauder Horsemen and regen a little bit. He will demolish them in melee combat, but he's just using this time to get some of his health back. Look at him go. Look at him being such a good boy. Palpatine might want to regroup because while his Bloodroot Behemoth normally follows him around the map, this time he's kind of fucking off and going on his own, so maybe Palps wants to go back there and help out a little bit. But Luther Harkon is overstaying as well, but welcome. Unfortunately, Mildred is not Kolek and cannot just dumpster people in one swing. And the kids are getting in her way. It's just a whole ordeal, and Luther's going to take off soon. He's been out of combat for quite a while. I'm honestly surprised he hasn't lifted off yet. Why haven't you lifted off? There we go. Yeah, for Big Papa Pio to run over here, regroup with the Bloodroot Behemoth, form your Death Blob, and hope it is enough. Dr. Jellyfish, what do we have? 3 volleys, 4 volleys still on Luther. Oh, okay. All right, Luther. I don't host Dom because it doesn't sit well. With my audience, yeah. After seeing the Rule 34 post on the Steam Warhammer 3 forum, I can't help but notice that I need a shaved Skaven mod once I drops. That's pretty funny. Players are 70% in Warhammer 2, so it's more like 2080. I don't host Dom because it doesn't sit well. So Hummus isn't a Dom, he's a sub. Nice to know. Oh, Hammond and Cyrus. Why do you do this to me? I did a poll on Reddit, 99 Lambells and 36 Dom, but every comment was in favor of Dom. Dom might just be more vocal. I've noticed that more casual players like Dom because it's the game mode that you could just hit quick battles and sign up for. Now land battles is coming back, we'll see if that changes, but I know a lot of the players that entered with Warhammer 3 really liked domination, but I don't know, man. I'm over the Dom versus land battle narrative that keeps getting pushed, and I really just want people to enjoy games. Like, I think Game 3 has a ton of issues unrelated to domination mode. Like, they just had some fundamental balancing and decision-making issues that were just really dumb. And I don't really think it's helpful to fight each other about, like, whether Dom or land battles should exist, and much rather fight about whether the fact that Nurgle is a poorly designed faction or something like that. The AI is being decent? Yeah, it is. All right, Bloodroot Behemoth finally gets caught, but it's not gonna matter. Turn around and fight, big boy. Turn around and fight. As Mama's here, it's time to avenge Kolek. It was all a bait. It was all a bait. Kick his ass. Kick his ass, dude. No. No, don't you run, Bloodroot Behemoth. You stay in the fight. Turn around. Turn around and fight. Fight for your life. All right, he is gonna run. He's gonna get some. The Blackhorns Ravagers are also here trying to fight. Mama and kids are chasing down the Deathstreak Terrorgeist. That is not having a good time at all. The Beastmen Archers are stalked in the distance. They're coming back. Meanwhile, Luther Harkon and the Deck Droppers are all gonna use the last of their ammunition on routing off the Bloodroot Behemoth, but will it be worth it as Mama and the kids come back yet again, trying to surround any of these Deathstreak Terrorgeists? They're really having a hard time getting a proper surround onto them. But this might be it. This might be the time. Can they do it? No, they get distracted by random horsemen, and Luther Harkon will escape again. Meanwhile, Dr. Jellyfish's triple gold chevron, Deathstreak Terrorgeist lands on the side of Mama. He's gonna fight. The kids are fighting. Everybody's fighting. Unger Raiders are way too far away to get any help, so this is pretty much just the Kolek's family show. And they're really trying out there. They really are. Maybe if we can get a chain lightning through from the Suns. They already used one. Doesn't it have multiple charges? Oh, only has one use. All right, they don't have another one. That would be nice to clear out some of these horsemen. Fighting their way out of a bad spot. Now, if they get all a surround onto a single entity, they usually do quite well. So it's all about cleaning up these extra chaff units. But, ew, Sigvald is going to be gross to deal with. And Luther Harkon gets a nasty dive attack, then back up in the air and dives again onto the Shaggoth. But what will you do against such reckless Sigvald? Bounce power goes heavily against them, and the full surround onto Mama is probably going to be the end of her. Unger Raiders desperately trying to get in the fight, but that is not going to be enough, and Papa Palpatine will fall. But a good effort, nonetheless. We love the Giga Chad in this house. Dr. Jellyfish will advance to fight Stormrunner. Da-da-da, da-da-da, dun-dun-dun. I wonder how the AI would behave in 3. They scream loud. All right. Good job, Kolek. You tried your hardest. Dragon Ogres did their best. Luther and his Kite Squad, wow, 3,200 value on the deck droppers. They actually got the most. Siggy was around. I mean, he was in the game. We saw Siggy do things. Chosen had a bad time. Skirmish Cav had a great time. Oh boy. Kazric got shot a lot. He did not enjoy that. And everyone's favorite Behemoth was also there. GG, well played. GG, well played. So we need Stormrunner in here. This is Greg. He lives in my potted plants. Bug. Boo Sigvald. Why would you boo Sigvald? He's just doing his best. Alright. I'll find Storm. Make a video of you saying your thoughts on the campaign mechanics for the new factions. It'll be campaign only. Who cares? I'd like to hear your thoughts. The campaign mechanics for the new factions. I guess I could read it more carefully. I just looked at their banners. Campaign mechanics of new factions. I'll look into it. If I find it particularly interesting, I'll make a video on it. If I don't have strong thoughts one way or the other, then it wouldn't be much of a video. This is the finals. Dr. Jellyfish versus Stormrunner. Dark Elves and Dwarves together again. As brothers they should be. They shouldn't be, don't believe that. As brothers they should be. Don't listen to any of that. Dark Elves and Dwarves have no reason to be friends. Brothers they should be. Versus the Vampire Coast and the Warriors of Chaos. Friends to the end. Infamously together in the lore, even though they like almost never meet and there's nothing binding them together. This battle will be full of romance, drama, probably gun bats. Well, maybe not. Dwarves will shoot the shit out of them. Probably shoot the shit out of them. Last map is Oakenhammer. The winner of today's tournament gets no money. None. Zero. Zippo. Because this is meant to be a for fun tournament. But there is a prize. Changing our server Discord picture to something PG-13, as long as it's not a raging penis or open heart surgery, it's usually pretty fine. So whoever wins this will get to change that. Also, you get the glory and admiration of all your peers. Personally, I think Stormrunner has an edge here. I really think he does. Because if Chaos performs how they performed last game, they're going to really blob up those Chosen. And then that's going to be a nasty Flame Storm or Piercing Bolts of Burning cast if he takes the Fire Caster that he has been this whole time. Or if he takes a Dark Caster, I guess Soul Stealer, I don't know. But with this format, I mean, you have so much money for your 3 characters. He's probably going to bring every spell and whatever lore he has, and almost every lore you can take has some sort of blob punishment spell that would be brutal against those chosen. So we'll see. Bloodbrute AI used all of his skill versus Q instead of nothing left in the tank. Palpatine, I will permanently ban you from my Discord, from this channel, from my chat, from my life. I'll get rid of my any Star Wars merchandise I have because it'll remind me too much of you. If you ever insult the Bloodbrute Behemoth here again, he bled for you. He died for you. You do not get disrespected in death, sir. He had your back. He loved you. That Bloodbrute Behemoth was great. I loved him. No soup for you. Yeah, the District Terrorgeist were really slippery somehow. Like your Shaggots and your Dragon Ogres just couldn't seem to quite get us around, and even when they did, they would just, the Terrorgeist would just walk out. You're like, all right, cool. Thanks for the love and the laughs. Last game, Screen Blocker is deleted. We'll have a nice, brisk, under 2-hour stream so everybody can get back to their lives. And I have some errands I want to run today, so that works as well. I'll find out where Hazel is. She's probably napping. I might bring the Bloodbrute in regular land battles now sometimes. I don't think he's that good of a unit, but I also don't think Kolek's that good of a unit, and you keep proving me wrong every day, so teach their own, I suppose. Dr. Jellyfish, we literally just saw his build, but now he has a Vampire Fleet Captain of the Deeps. Oh, so we get Vangeist Revenge, maybe, possibly. It's somewhere in here, probably. Vangeist Revenge, there it is. It'll maybe get cast out of the Dwarves. Like, I tried to do Wind of Death, but Stormrunner's Dwarves do not like to stand in a straight line, those bastards. Luther Harkon again, another District Terrorgeist again. Still no vampires, so no healing on that side. Goddamn Bloodbrute. Of course, it's only good against me. True. Stormrunner's sticking with it. He has the Sorceress of Fire. He has Crone Hellebron on our Manticore, and he has the Black Dragon. In case you forgot his build, because it wasn't literally on screen last game, it's just a bunch of dwarves, blasting charges, warriors, longbeards, thunders, whole mix. Then we have 2 catapults, one of which is the ROR. The other is regular Thoric Ironprow, a Master Engineer, 2, Quarrelers, and the Gyro Bomber. The dreaded melee Gyro Bomber that defeated Swarv's Skaven single-handedly. No one else had anything going on in that game. It was this guy. I do not like that those bombs are just loosely hanging like that. I didn't realize. Look at them clattering together. Fuck that. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Good animation, though. It's fine for me if your opponent doesn't care. Or we can reset same units. So Dr. Jellyfish became host after Palpatine left. I had thought Jellyfish was the host the whole time, but it looks like Palpatine was. So then the map didn't get changed, and now he's asking me about that. That's what we're dealing with. If they do have to change the map, I would say they would just have to use the same 3 units that they brought, because when the game ends, they can see each other's units. Gyro Bomber animation looks like an old man in a locker room. Ha! I liked that. It's already sparking and sputtering black smoke. Is anybody else worried about that? This is a full health gyrocopter looking this rough. Also, wait, does that dwarf scale? He looks a lot bigger than the dwarves on the ground. I kind of want to test that. I want to land a gyrocopter, like have it go into melee next to some dwarves and compare it, because that dwarf in the cockpit to me just looks huge. I don't know. I'd have to see it side by side. Anyway, the 2 players are messaging each other, just asking about. All right, Stormrunner said the map's fine, so it should be good. Dude, stop giving me good content ideas. I have content pre-recorded out to August 7th, all right? My current stress is that when I get new content that I'm excited to share with you people, I have to push something back and I have to figure out what gets pushed back. And it's like, well, I don't want this video that's a funny joke that came with patch 1.3 to come out a month and a half after patch 1.3, because then it's not funny anymore. So that has to go up. Well, then what do we push back? What about this funny bug? Well, I've already pushed that funny bug back like 5 times. I want to get the funny bug video out. What about this? Stop giving me content! Stop it! I don't want any more content. I want my channel to die. It's official. Fuck this channel. This channel's shit. He just has big bones. I have to go into melee against some dwarves. Easiest way to compare. Oh, actually, in Memphis? That is true. That would be easier. The big dwarves get discriminated against by putting them in the death machines. Alright. Game starts. Immediately a fireball is cast. But who? The smart choice would be Hellebron, because she can't heal. The worst choice would be random infantry. Alright, Firecaster of the AI, you did it this time. Though you did get a 2-for-1 hit, so how mad can we really be? Meanwhile, the Dwarven shooting squads are making it a little harder for Dr. Jellyfish to be up in the sky, and his skirmish cav are going to learn the meaning of archers beat you, get away. Do you realize you can upload more than 1 video a day? I have realized that, but I don't want to, because when I used to do that, I got a lot of complaints from people, both in real life and from my Discord. People were like, stop with the shit. I got too many YouTube notifications a day. And I'm like, sorry. But I could. Oh, is it Vangeist? Oh, is it Vangeist? Gimme. Yes! This is what we wanted out of the Wind of Death that I didn't get. Oh, so many dead dwarves! Look at them all! Look at all the dead dwarves! Oh, God, it's so good. Oh, I wish I had been able to get that shot, but I couldn't, but now I got to see it, so it's nice. And the Gyro Bomber actually getting some good bombing shots off. Good job, Gyro Bomber. And that Vampire Fleet Captain of the Deeps is already having a bad time. She gets fucking destroyed! Holy crap! Hellebron and the Black Dragon aren't missing a beat, but a bunch of debuffs get caught onto the Black Dragon, and it's now surrounded by elite infantry and single entities. They're trying to run away now. Trying to get the hell out of there, but that Black Dragon is going down, and the Gyro Bomber comes back to maybe launch more things. No, it's just going into melee with Luther Harkin. It's trying to save the Black Dragon. It's a hero. It got a little overconfident for fighting those Skaven weapons teams, though. Luther Harkin is kind of a different animal than some random ass weapons teams. And the Firecaster goes, here's a fireball, you broken ass bitch. Quick piercing bolts of burning doesn't hit many of the Chaos Warriors. Unfortunately, the blob had kind of disintegrated at this point. Hellebron's still fighting Luther Harkin, but really having a tough time hitting him. He only has 42 melee defense. What's going on? 107 melee attack, and you can't land a hit onto Luther? What the fuck? Visible confusion? How are you missing so much? I mean, she gets a hit there, I guess, but wow. Wow, Hellebron. Wow, Hellebron, come on, buddy. What are you doing? Another fireball cast. It looks like hits Hellebron, but it maybe would have hit the Terrorgeist, maybe possibly Luther's. Not having such a great time getting 2v1'd at the moment, but it looks like Hellebron and her Firecaster are splitting their damage at the moment between the two Terrorgeists. And the Gyro Bomber's back in melee, baby! Let's go! He's just trying to be a little bit of a buffer. He's trying to help out. And he's leaving. He's terror-outed. He's so scared. He's like, I did my best. And the Firecaster's gonna leave. Throws a quick fireball over at Luther. Doesn't do too much damage because of his massive health pool and 80 armor. And it does look like this will be the end of the Dark Elves and the Dwarves. Nasty Terrorgeist breath attack on the way in. He goes, I have a breath attack too before I shatter. Just let me get off the whole thing. And then the game ends. And Hellebron really shit her pants up there. There's no other way to describe it. I know this is a kid's channel. I know we're family friendly, but 107 melee attack, and she missed at least 3 out of the 6 attacks she was trying to get onto Luther. And yeah, just shit her pants. 3,000 flat value off the Vangeist's cast. Then the caster just dusted off her hands, flexed a little bit, went home. That was good Vangeists. That was good Vangeists. That'll be the tournament. Dr. Jellyfish with his Vampire Coast mixed with the Warriors of Chaos will prevail. They will succeed. And Stormrunner Gave it hell. Gave it hell, but the Dark Elf Dark Elf Dark Dwarves gave it the Dark Alliance Dark, and it was not dark enough for their dark. That reminds me of the 5k Pit of Shades I got versus Cathay in a land battle the other day. Were they blobbed, Mr. Palpatine? Were they blobbed up? I didn't know you were allowed to change stuff. Oh, you can change your lord in 2 units. You can't change your main army. Yeah. I just want to watch the Gorgon walk backwards again. That was funny. That was very funny. Storm, you played like hell today, though. You played your ass off. Look at this good boy. Look at him. Look at the good boy. Don't rewatch that. I just want to rewatch the specific part of the Gorgon walking backwards. It was very funny. Also, I need to see if it's worthy of making a video off of, which, fingers crossed, is not worth making a video off of because I have too much fucking content. Don't give me great content. Don't do it. We're getting close. We're getting close. The Cathay player bobbed 5 Iron Hails and 3 Crane Gunners after the shooting changes. Oh god. That would do it. He's just like creeping backwards and then slaps him. I love it. I love how he's just creeping backwards. What a good boy. I might make a video off that. It's not funny enough on its own to make a whole video though, so I'd have to like do some voice work or something. Like find a joke, a way to make it worth my time. I'd probably do something like voicing Kolak at the same time as him, so like, get over here and help me, and he's like, I'm sneaking up on him. I gotta get the stealth bonus. Just get the fuck over here! I'm sneaking up on him, or something like that. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, I'll make a video. All right, I'll make a video. That Pit of Shades moved too. Yeah, the AI when they cast vortex spells, they move along with the army they're targeting. Ooh, I know the other thing I was gonna test real quick. Durfs. Give me Captain Durf and Durfus, and then I'm gonna be Durfs, and give me whoever and Gyro Bomber. I want to see if the dwarf is actually bigger. You should have done that moonwalking for the entire game. That would have been good. Snack attack. No, Daniel, if my snacks had attacked, I know you're talking about sneak attack. If my snacks had attacked, I wouldn't have lost so quickly. Stupid snacks. Being stupid. Alright, is the Gyro Dwarf truly huge? It's hard to tell because these cowards all have their shields up. I mean, he's about the right size, I think. Yeah, all right, he's about the right size. You win this round, Games Workshop. You win this round, but I'll be back. Good night, Cyrus. I better watch that anime. I will. I just can't promise it'll be right now. I'm behind on League of Legends. Gotta watch North American League of Legends, the Premier League of Legends. We're gonna win worlds, baby. As for the rest of you, goodbye, go away. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It helps the channel a lot, and it makes me cry a little bit less each night. If you hate the channel, then I don't know why you're still here, but I hope you had a good time anyway. And if you're meh on it, then I don't know what to tell you, man. Just doing my best. Goodbye. Goodbye forever. I'm leaving now.